Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, and we're going to be looking at the crosses of the 20-day SMA and the 21-day EMA. If you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Now, trying to predict short-term moves is somewhat dubious because it's really hard to know what's going to happen in the short term, and at this point I'm probably grasping. But I was looking at some of these moving averages that we've discussed. We discussed the 20-day SMA a lot during a bull market. We sometimes also talk about the 21-day EMA in the same way that we talk about the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA. But the reason why we're talking about this is because one of the things we've noticed during this bull market is we tend to trend up, and then we bounce at the 20-day, go back up, and then fall through it. We trend up, we bounce at the 20-day, and then fall through it. We trend up. So far, we'll see if we bounce at the 20-day. Now, what's interesting is that the prior two bounces at the 20-day, here and here, corresponded to the 20-day SMA crossing above the 21-day EMA. So it bounced at the cross, and then maybe we'll bounce at the cross again, the cross of the 20-day SMA and the 21-day EMA. Every time we have failed to hold the 20-day SMA, which happened here 10 days later, and here about 7 or 8 days later or so. So a week to a week and a half later is when we ultimately then broke through the 20-day SMA after bouncing off of it. And you can see that both times that we fell through it, right here and here, it corresponded to the 20-day SMA being above the 21-day EMA. And that makes sense because the 21-day EMA will react quicker to price drops than the 20-day SMA. Okay, the 21-day EMA reacts quicker, therefore it'll start curving over quicker than the 20-day SMA will. And the reason we're saying this is because, okay, we're sort of at the same point. Let's see if history repeats for the third time. If it does, it would imply, this continuing to move up if we get a bounce, and then potentially breaking through later, and then we'll see if we hold or if we do not. Ideally speaking, if you hold altcoins, a bounce here would, as we've been discussing, would be relatively nice, right? I mean, a few days of a somewhat stable Bitcoin that's not in price discovery mode would be ideal conditions for altcoins to start moving. So we'll see if this holds. And if you're curious, the 20-day SMA is 48,383, and the 21-day EMA is 47,980. So essentially, that range is it's like a $300 to $400 range. So maybe be looking for the price to bounce somewhere around these levels, and if it does, then and you were holding on, if you were holding on to altcoins during this time, and if it bounces, then you'll look back and probably felt like you had to dig really deep to hold on as we kind of flirt with danger here. And as always, if we do drop, I would say keep an eye on the 50-day SMA, which is down here. Currently, it's around $40,000. More precisely, it's at 40,563. So those are the areas to watch, I would say. Altcoin movements, if this happens, altcoins will bleed against Bitcoin and dominance of Bitcoin will go up. If this happens, make sure you're prepared for either one, and we'll take it from there. Hope you guys like the content. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Also, check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Check out the premium list as well if you want to lock in the lower rate and get the exclusive content. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.